when you hear corruption, it doesn't necessarily mean sin. It doesn't necessarily mean what? Corruption does not necessarily mean sin. It's talking about a form of devaluation that separates men from God. I don't know, is somebody hearing me? I say it is a form of devaluation, a form of lightlessness, a form of vulnerability, a nakedness, a perishability. It is not really committing sin. Now, wherever there is corruption, there will be affliction. Wherever there is death, there must be corruption. Now, listen. Corruption separates people from God. It's a nature. There are people that have not committed any sin, but abundance of witchcraft have already wounded their conscience. Please listen. What made Eve to discuss with the snake was a corruption of the woman's insatiability. What do I call it? The girl Eve, her insatiability. She was in Eden, but she was not satisfied. She felt a hollow presence, an emptiness, something that made her to believe there are more. There are more. And then the snake connected to it, and that was it. The snake connected to mental failure, to lack of confidence, to frustration. He said, you're here suffering. Why are you still suffering? The God who told this, where is he? He said, don't mind him. It's not the snake. I said, no. When we came to Lagos, we were living at Sirakov and we were really suffering. We were really suffering. One of the pastors that came with me from Kano, I said, Shepherd, we came here and we were suffering. Every day he'll be grudging. Every day he'll be grudging, and I'm there. And we are all in the house there. As Shepherd. Every day we'll be grudging that we're suffering. Look at how big Kano Church is. Look at what people in Kano are enjoying. We came here and stayed in one room and we were suffering. I said, pack your things and go back to Kano. And he truly, he packed his things and went back to Kano Church. I stayed in Lagos here. When I built Lagos Church, I now brought him back. Somebody say shame. He didn't even care about what I went through to build Kano Church. And then I went through that again to build Lagos Church. Now, some people feel depressed when they are passing through nothing. Now, what about when they are subjected to adversity? You ate food in the morning, you wear a good clothes, you have money in your account, you're depressed. Nobody's even asking you anything. What about when pressure comes into your life very well? I told him, I said, pack your things and go. He went. We stayed, Please, can I tell you something? There is nothing that a man cannot change if he determined. So all I need to know is to close my heart and keep working hard. I closed my heart We keep laboring in Sulere Church. And then the building came up. And then the offices were there again. It became as fine as Kano Church. I said, okay, we have made Lagos Church fine. Come back. To be corrupt is to be without strength. Is to be separated from God. Is to live for the negative. Is to become a servant of Satan. You see, because the moment Adam came out of Eden, the moment that Adam came out of Eden, Adam did not again dress garden. Adam became a servant of Satan, tilling ground. He has become corrupted. Corruption is not a religious word. That's what the Bible says. We shall not also, but we shall change. That this corruptible shall put on incorruptible. So corruptible must put on incorruption before mortality can put on immortality, and then before death can be swallowed up. Because I am not majoring on corruption. The easiest way, that is breaking the chain of bondage and affliction. Breaking the chain of bondage and affliction is a spiritual and mental exercise. Excuse me. How can you deliver Eve from affliction when the girl doesn't believe in herself? She's already in bondage. Do you know what bondage do? When people are in bondage, they serve the god of other lands. They become slave to Satan and agent of Satan. I say when people are in bondage, they become slaves to Satan and then because they must be afflicted. In Romans chapter 8, wherever there is bondage, there will be affliction. I say, may you not be afflicted. I say, you will not be afflicted. I can't hear a big amen. You will not allow Satan to keep you in bondage. There is nothing Satan love like keeping people where? In bondage. And he keep people in bondage against their will. Against their will.